Welcome. This presentation will provide an overview of the San Martin Boulevard over Riviera Bay Bridge Replacement PD&E study and discuss the preferred alternative that has been identified. PD&E stands for Project Development and Environment. The project is located in southeast Pinellas County, just south of Gandy Boulevard and east of 4th Street North. The project is located within the city of St. Petersburg, just west of Weeden Island Preserve. The purpose of this PD&E study is to evaluate alternatives for the rehabilitation or replacement of the San Martin Bridge over Riviera Bay. The project limits extend from Tallahassee Drive to Weeden Drive, a distance of 0.3 miles. The bridge replacement is included and consistent with the 2045 Forward Pinellas Long Range Transportation Plan. This study has been conducted to meet the requirements of the Federal National Environmental Policy Act, known as NEPA, so that future phases of the project are eligible for federal funding. No-build, rehabilitation, and replacement alternatives have been evaluated for the bridge and presented at public meetings held earlier in the study. The purpose of the study is to address deficiencies of the functionally obsolete bridge that was built in 1962. The 2019 FDOT Bridge Inspection Report resulted in a sufficiency rating of 77.3 on a scale of 1 to 100, with 100 meaning excellent condition. Any rating below 80 may warrant rehabilitation or replacement. A 1994 FDOT scour evaluation classified the bridge as critical and susceptible to damage during a major storm event. San Martin Boulevard provides a link for residents in the surrounding area to access Gandy Boulevard and 4th Street North. The existing San Martin Bridge crosses Riviera Bay, an inland waterway with a direct channel to Tampa Bay. In addition to providing vehicular access to several neighborhoods from Gandy Boulevard, the bridge marks the boat access point to a series of canals that connect Riviera Bay to the 1,400 plus homes in these neighborhoods. Also, San Martin Boulevard provides a link for motorists, bicyclists, and pedestrians to access the Weeden Island Preserve, a 3,200-acre nature area located just east of the bridge. The bridge is considered functionally obsolete, primarily due to its narrow width and narrow shoulders. The sidewalks do not meet the requirements of the Americans with Disabilities Act. Existing railings and guardrail along the bridge are also considered substandard. Additionally, there are no designated bike facilities along the bridge. The existing bridge is 120 feet long and provides approximately 10.5 feet of vertical clearance above the main channel at mean high water. The horizontal clearance at the bridge is 22 feet. Since the bridge does not cross a regulated channel, the United States Coast Guard does not have predetermined clearance guidelines at this location. However, a new bridge should meet or exceed the navigational clearances of the existing bridge. During the PD&E study, several alternatives were developed that meet the purpose and need for this project. These alternatives were developed with input from the public, local government, and environmental agencies. Potential impacts, benefits, and other factors including community and agency input, economic and social impacts, engineering considerations, environmental impacts, and costs were evaluated for all alternatives. Most alternatives, including a fixed span left shifted alignment and a fixed span center alignment, have been eliminated from further consideration. The NEPA process requires that the no-build alternative is considered a viable alternative for the duration of the study. For the no-build alternative, no improvements except routine maintenance would be made to the bridge. Safety concerns would remain, and no pedestrian or bike facilities would be improved. Replacement of the bridge could be reconsidered in the future. Based on comparison of all alternatives evaluated during the study, replacement of the existing bridge with a new fixed span bridge located completely to the right or east of the existing bridge was selected as the preferred alternative. Phased construction of the bridge will be used to maintain traffic along San Martin Boulevard during construction. The preferred alternative's conceptual typical section is a two-lane bridge with 11-foot wide travel lanes and 7-foot wide bike lanes in each direction, a 6-foot wide sidewalk on the west side, and a 12-foot wide shared use path on the east side. A similar typical section is proposed for the roadway approaching from the north and south sides of the bridge. The shared use path is part of the North Bay Trail extension. Potential impacts to the natural resources, cultural resources, and the social and physical environments were evaluated during the study. This study included an evaluation of impacts to drainage and stormwater. No new stormwater ponds are anticipated for the project. The preferred alternative would result in 0.02 acres of seagrass impacts and 0.6 acres of mangrove impacts. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service and National Marine Fisheries Service have determined that no threatened or endangered species are likely to be adversely affected by the preferred alternative. The National Historic Preservation Act of 1966 requires an assessment of impacts to historic properties. The State Historic Preservation Officer concurred in October 2016 that there are no impacts to historic or archaeological resources in the project area. The preferred alternative will not require additional right-of-way. The existing 24-inch force main and 12-inch water main located adjacent to and on the bridge will be impacted by the proposed improvement and will be relocated. No adverse impacts from contaminated materials are anticipated. The preferred alternative will not result in any permanent noise or air quality impacts. The advantages of the no-build alternative include no construction costs, no temporary disruption to navigation or motorists, and no environmental impacts. However, the no-build alternative will not extend the bridge service life, address existing safety concerns, correct deficiencies on the bridge, or improve bicycle and pedestrian facilities. The preferred alternative provides both pedestrian and bicycle facilities and improves navigation clearances while limiting impacts to the adjacent neighborhoods. However, the preferred alternative will result in additional construction costs, impacts to mangroves and seagrasses, and cause temporary impacts during construction. This evaluation matrix compares the impacts associated with the preferred alternative and the no-build alternative. The evaluation included anticipated impacts such as environmental resources and right-of-way, as well as construction costs. A copy of this matrix has been provided in the meeting notification and is posted on the project website. The design phase for this project is estimated to cost $960,000 and construction estimated to cost $13.7 million with a service life of 75 years. This study began in 2015. In addition to tonight's public meeting, the county previously held 2 public meetings and has coordinated with other local officials and planning organizations over the course of the study. Following tonight's meeting, the study team will review all public input and finalize project technical documents, which will be submitted to FDOT for review and approval. Final approval is anticipated in spring 2022. The design phase for this project is anticipated to begin in 2022. Construction for this project is anticipated to begin in 2024. Funds for design and construction are currently programmed in the county's Capital Improvement Program. Comments can be submitted to the project email account smb@pinellascounty.org or mailed to the project manager and Venables at the address provided. All comments must be received or postmarked by Friday, December 9th, 2021 to become part of the project records. All comments received, regardless of how they were submitted, will be reviewed and considered. If you would like to request a copy of the project documents, you may contact the county's project manager and Venables at the contact information provided. This concludes the presentation. Thank you for your interest in this important project.